The following podcast is intended for mature audiences. Enjoy the show.
Hey gamers, this podcast was recorded in front of a live studio audience, held against their will.
The following podcast contains content not suitable for young audiences. That includes you, little Jimmy.
Go check the calendar, see whose week it is.
Yeah,
That's
get,
what you guys sound like.
get roasted, Cole. Gamers, whammons.
Eat my balls.
Dang, that's inappropriate.
No, for kids.
That's how we're starting this episode. What do you think about that, Zach?
I don't care.
He's over. He needs nose.
It wasn't that bad.
With an eat my
It was
balls.
just enough to bring him in. Whoever's listening now.
Yeah, that's
Stand
true.
over there sitting crisscross applesauce again.
He's got some hair on his legs, bro. He doesn't have a hair anywhere else on his body besides his legs and his head.
My arms.
No, that's freaking child's play, dude.
What do you mean?
Th-
You
that's
show
peach
yours
fuzz.
then. You show yours then.
I'm not saying I have any. Mine's peach fuzz
Then
too.
get wrecked, bro.
No, I didn't. I'm not gonna
see that. You want to see the hair hair right here?
I've seen it.
I can see a lot of anything right now, Thane.
Yeah, the hair's the least of our
Like,
the
I'm
issue.
kind of hairy.
Cole, I feel like you're probably the most hairy out of all of us.
I'm a jungle boy.
You're Tarzan boy.
Mm-hmm. Does that mean I get with Jane?
Sure.
Yes.
Which Jane though? Or do you want to do the one Tarzan they remade for our more male to male audiences? So Jane was actually John. Is John and Tarzan?
What?
Is that the Jane you want?
No.
No.
I didn't ask you, Thane.
I want the whammon.
The whammon Jane.
Yeah.
I
Is
think
it-
Tarzan wants
Do you want the
whammon
monkey
Jane
whammon
too.
Jane?
No.
What'd you say, Thane?
I think Tarzan will want the whammon Jane too.
Well, Tarzan will have anything. He's been clapping monkey cheeks for the first 10 years of his life.
Whoa.
Oh gosh. I mean, that's not confirmed.
Did he
I
grow
guess-
up with
I guess he was a teenage boy at one point in time. Clapping monkey cheeks, dude. So, growing up, I didn't really know there was a difference between George of the Jungle and Tarzan. I thought Tarzan was the cartoon, and George of the Jungle was not the cartoon.
No, George Jones is kind of just a knockoff, right? Rip-off?
Yeah.
Pretty much with Brendan
Well,
Fraser.
Well, the thing is, it's not like a concrete idea. It's just a guy in the jungle with vines and
It was a
stuff.
cartoon way
So it's
back in
just
the
like
60s.
You have Tarzan, which is like Coca-Cola. Then you have George of the Jungle. It's like
Don't you
Sprite.
dare say it.
it's like
right?
it could be like Dr. Pibb, something like
Okay,
that.
Mr.
Oh,
Pibb.
not-
RC Cola
Yeah,
Wait,
they
no,
are
George
or
the Jungle-
Shasta Cola.
Did George of the Jungle
Yes.
come first, though?
Yeah,
or
no,
George of the Jungle would be like
was a
Pepsi.
cartoon back in
Is
the
that what you're
60s.
waiting
Hey,
for?
you
Is that what
say-
you're waiting for?
Ah!
Cole was waiting for it the whole
Here's
time.
the history. George the Jungle is a cartoon or a comic back in the 60s, and Tarzan was a book back in the 1920s.
So Tarzan
So-
wins.
Yeah.
Do you guys remember that little jingle? George.
George of the Jungle, watch out for that tree. Oh no, George of the Jungle, strong as
He
that?
can
Is that
be.
it?
I don't know it.
Watch out for that tree.
And then he smashes up.
I don't know that.
What was the thing? Where somehow he hangs by his
The meme?
genitalias.
No, it's not his
No,
genitalia.
it's no
It's
Cole.
because he's holding the girl in his arms, and then
it's
everyone thinks from
Tarzan.
behind he has the vine between his butt, like his cheeks.
No,
Yeah.
it
He's
was like a
clenching
little
it with-
jingle.
It's not holding it with his genitalia; it's with his butt cheeks.
Where else would the rope be though? 'Cause
I'm not
I've
talking
seen
about
that
like a
picture.
look,
video. It
look,
was like a
he's
jingle
holding it with his
too.
feet, though.
Let me look it up.
So if
Let me
he's
just
holding
look
it
it
with
up.
his feet, Sky, and he leans back, he might be able to do it.
What I'm thinking of is not like a video though. I was thinking of like a.
It's not a video. No, it's this. This is an actual.
Yeah,
it's
the
a
thing I'm
memer.
thinking of was like a video.
This is a memer.
Yeah.
So I mean, you can clearly see it in his toes, but
people just like to think about that kind of stuff.
The one I was thinking of, I don't remember exactly what it was. I remember we'd say it like in grade school because it was like funny. It's like he slips, he falls, he's hanging from his.
Those
Balls.
balls.
Yeah.
I've never heard that.
Have you not
before.
heard that?
No, I heard.
I've heard.
I've heard
that.
I
I
just
heard
don't remember.
pants
I
on
heard all
fire hanging from a
Yeah.
telephone wire.
Liar,
all.
liar,
That
pants
sounds
on
like
fire.
Persona 4 right there.
What about Persona 5?
Okay,
Thing?
wait. Thanks for spoiling
Look
it.
at 'em.
Thanks for spoiling it.
No, Persona 4 is the one where they find the dead bodies up in the telephone wire. That's why I said that.
He's not
Persona
wrong.
5
Is Persona a dark game?
Yes,
It can
very.
be, yeah.
What about 5? 5 looks so colorful and happy.
It gets pretty dark at
It's
points.
pretty. There's dark times. Yeah.
Yeah,
So when
turn
are
your
we-
brightness up?
Then
There's
when,
a reason why it's rated
That
M.
helps.
then when are we getting the Switch port of Persona 5?
Never.
Don't worry, Sky. I'll be playing Persona 5 in a couple days, and I was thinking about it. So the past couple days, I've been waking up early so I can play that Pokemon game,
Mm-hmm.
the Ranger one.
Yeah.
When I get Persona, I'll just do that. I'll go out there and play Persona for an hour or two.
Playing in a couple days, you're playing on
That way you can
like
watch
the
it.
31st.
I may as well, dude, because I wake up early too, but I kind of just lay there because I can't leave until Zay and Colby leave, so it's kind of an awkward period for me.
Oh yeah, because your car's trapped.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm down, Cole.
Cool.
And when I get my 3DS and Switch,
and
I can play games while I watch you play
then,
games.
and then we can pick which girl is best girl.
No, and then Cole's gonna start
we
streaming in
already
the
know who it
mornings.
is,
Then we're gonna have
though. It's
2-day streams
Makoto.
again.
Oh, that's true. We'll have to do it 2
Not
days.
the teacher.
No, we're doing 2
No,
days again.
Not Kawakami.
No, Cole, you're gonna stream in the morning, Persona 5, and then
Yeah.
whatever you want, Pokemon,
Yeah.
and then we're gonna stream at night.
Okay.
But
2
only,
days.
Only
Two-
the good stuff.
2
though.
days at a time, dude. It's gonna be nice.
Thane, who's best girl in Persona 5?
The teacher made.
You really like the teacher the best?
Yeah.
Nah, she was like sad. Her life was just sad. That's why I didn't like her.
Well, gamers and whammon gamers, I've got some. Today's all about gaming. Okay, I decided that I wanted to gear this episode of the podcast, Talking Rad. By the way, we're the Radkatz. If you didn't
Oh yeah,
know.
welcome to episode
6.
6.
It's
Talking
the
Rad.
Podcats.
Yeah, the
Podcats.
Podcats.
Okay, we're gonna capitalize on this. We're the Podcats,
KATZ.
or just
No.
Podcats. Yeah, Thane. Podcats.
No.
Thank you.
But I mean, we have been calling it that since season 1.
I just think it happens to work with the name.
It does.
We haven't said it that much. I
Talking
think we
Rad,
need
the
to-
Podcats.
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 You're listening to the Podcats.
Let's do smooth thing.
Before
We're listening to Smooth Podcasts with the Titty Boys.
See, that's nice. See,
So,
that's
Kitty
Sky,
boy?
yeah.
I gotta
that's
ask a question
nice.
before we get into topics. I've been wondering this. I just keep forgetting to ask. But what's that sticker on your laptop? Not the one in the middle, but the one up top, like that strip.
It's a glow-in-the-dark strip. So I can, because I had this thing. I didn't have a lamp in my room when I was living at home with my
Yeah.
parents. And I could never effing see my laptop because I would edit really early in the morning and late at night when it was dark. And so I slapped this bad boy on there so when I close it, I know where my laptop is.
Wow, it's pretty interesting.
Yeah, it's pretty fun. It's just a glow-in-the-dark strip.
Wow.
And then this is to cover up my Apple logo is Batman and Superman. And
What?
Batman's sad and Superman's cheering him up.
I don't like that you put that sticker there.
That's a.
Cole
that's not-
doesn't like it that I like to customize
Do
my
things.
things.
I don't like when
That's not
people
a
put
Mac.
stickers on
I
things.
thought you hated Macs.
Yeah, look at my Mac thing running Windows 10. I modified it.
Joji dropped a new song
You
today.
said you.
I'm gonna
I
have to
know.
listen
I
to
heard it.
Who's Joji?
Is it good?
Filthy Frank.
Is he that guy from
Filthy Frank.
He sings
JoJo's
that.
Bizarre
Filthy Frank.
Adventure?
After dark, falling
Filthy
star,
Frank.
you're one call
Does he
away.
make you
Filthy
gay if you
Frank.
watch
Cole, is
him?
my alarm
Yeah.
clock for like the first month you were living here.
I don't know. I only
If
know.
you've been waiting
I only know.
for falling
Alexa,
in love.
play Zelda's song.
play
Is that what
Zelda.
Sky would say every
Alexa,
morning?
play Hentai Zelda for
He's
my
not even
alarm
awake.
clock.
He plays Zelda.
Play Zelda.
He'd fall back. He'd fall back asleep. He'd fall back asleep. He doesn't even know. Like his brain's just trained to say that right as he wakes up.
Yeah.
So Sky, remember how I had that conundrum last night about trying to get Alexa to play the right song?
Yeah, did you figure it
I
out?
figured it out. I made a privated playlist on Spotify that is listed as alarms, and I'll just put songs in there that I want to wake up to.
That's
Wait,
nice.
Can I join?
I'll let you in.
I don't have Alexa, but
Oh.
I'll just get in there. I'll be there.
You know, I will say that
Get in there.
I somehow upload like a recording of my voice. And it's like,
It's
oh,
just like
wake
Hello,
up.
Cole. Wake up. You know, I've had Alexa for about a year now, and I do not use her to her full potential at all. She's my alarm clock. That's it.
What do I
Well, it's
hate?
good. You shouldn't use
Someday-
things to their full potential. That's
Sometimes when
rude.
I'm streaming and I'll say something and Alexa will think I said something, so it'll be like, by the way, you know that you
Oh my
have these
goodness, man.
features if you use these. I'm like, Alexa, shut up, I'm streaming.
You know what's funny? As you're streaming, oh, you want to know your credit card number? Okay, and just says it off. No,
It's like,
cut the feed.
Cut the vibe.
It's like, do you want to purchase $600 iPhone?
Yes.
No, Alexa, no.
Okay.
Okay, purchase.
It's like, no, no. But yeah, today's all about Alexa. Okay, so question number 1: what is the naughtiest thing you've asked Alexa?
I asked if it's okay to say
Alexa, play Ram Ranch.
if it's
No,
I asked if
Oh.
it's okay to be racist, and it just straight up says no.
I said, so what is Siri like in the nighttime? That's what I say. She says no comment.
No comment. I don't know any information on that. Would you like me to search the web?
Yeah, I would.
Okay, gamers, gentle gamers, and whammon gamers.
Insane.
Today is the thing. You
Just
got to
give 'em a
sit up
look.
because this is all about gaming. This is your episode, dude.
Look at that
Eh.
straight package, dude.
Yeah.
Just,
Showing it off, dude.
Dane's bringing a UPS gift right to the front door.
Yeah.
I think what we should
UP gift.
we
is that what you
kind
said?
of we kind of Oh.
I don't think that's what he said, but
I
that's really
didn't say
clever.
that.
That's actually really.
I didn't want to go that far because I already felt like I came to the front door. I
We've
didn't even
gotta
go
We've
inside.
got to address the elephant in the room.
Sky
okay?
literally went inside like I'm stealing all your
Look
food.
at it. He's got that frowny face going on too. The whole.
Look, Cole, remember?
He looks like.
Remember how he said he'd do that thing where he lays back and just opens up his legs? You were doing
Yeah.
it too. I remember. Who were we
I
telling
was
about?
we were
Colby, we're telling Colby.
Oh, that's
I'm like,
who it
this is how
was.
Thane sits.
I'm like, oh, okay, yeah, that's right. You were doing it too because you noticed it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm glad.
What were you saying, Cole or Zay? Someone had a comment.
No, I was just gonna say, if you guys were to wear white pants, we kind of unintentionally did red, white, and blue, but you guys don't have white pants on.
I have white pants. I
Go
just
get 'em on.
I'm not wearing. I don't want to.
Cole,
I don't have white
Cole,
pants.
editor? white pants.
Wow.
These pants were red when I bought them.
By the way, Zay, I really like your
Punch.
poncho,
Thanks.
drug rug as people call them.
That's a name.
I like to
I've never
call 'em
heard that. I've never.
Yeah,
heard
I
drug
like
rug.
it like that. Drug rug.
Do you like it like that? Cole, windows down.
He doesn't know that song. Do you know that song?
Okay. Who's it by?
Beavis and Butthead.
Yeah.
Oh,
Just kidding.
okay.
No, it's not. Hot Shell Ray
Yeah,
from
Hot Shell Ray.
2009.
I know a hot shell Ray.
They sing the
Tonight.
to the top of the
Tonight.
world.
I thought it was one
tonight,
person.
tonight.
Oh shoot! Really? That's hot shell Ray.
Yeah, that's the band. Yeah.
Oh,
You
I
know,
don't know if I'll
that's
make
not-
it. Watch how good I'll take it.
That's not even their best song in my opinion. I don't know why that one's the most popular one.
What one do you like?
They got one called Radio that I love.
Oh, radio on radio. Whoa.
Yeah.
Radio Gaga.
And then that,
Radio
and then
Goo Goo.
freaking
That's
Lil
it. Yeah.
Lil
That's
Wayne
it.
Lil Wayne rolls in. It's not Lil Wayne. I don't know who it is, but he rolls in. He's like, yeah, chilling in my snug. I don't remember how.
Oh,
he
Snuggie.
He's like, if I was an old 50-pound old school boom box, would you put me on your shoulder and play?
Yeah.
your
Look at Cole, bro.
That's
Look
Lil
at
Wayne.
Cole. That's not Lil Wayne, but
That's
good
Jim
job.
Class, bro. Is that Jim
Yeah,
Class?
Yeah,
that's
Jim
Travis
Class.
McCoy.
Okay. Sorry, guys.
We went too far.
Yeah, music episode's gonna be later. Okay, this one's all about gaming. Because don't look, we're all about gamers. Cole's peeked over here. Okay, I'm just gonna unzip my pants so next time Cole looks,
I like
he's getting a little
games
more
with
than just
blood.
questions.
Oh,
What?
Period blood.
That doesn't make it any better.
Moving on.
It got quiet, and then you say that. It didn't make it any better.
Okay, guys. Now we're just gonna go down the line. Okay. What is your guys? If you can remember, what was your first gaming experience that you can remember, like as far back as you can go?
Doom.
Okay, well, elaborate. Don't just poop,
My-
dude. Yeah, tits. My first pair of boobs I saw was on Doom 74.
What?
Yeah. Elaborate, bro.
My brother had on his computer and it's like, oh, you killed demons.
How old were you? Do you remember?
It's like 3,
Cripes, dude.
4.
So that was like.
You knew it from the beginning.
Yeah,
dude.
is that why Doom's your favorite game?
I guess, yeah, because I grew up with it. Also, they had Diablo on that
I thought
computer.
Okami was your favorite game though.
Oh yeah, Sky. Why are you putting words in my mouth?
Why'd you agree with me? Why didn't you shut me down and say, yeah, you're probably right?
I was in the moment. You literally were like,
They just
"Oh yeah,
vibing.
Doom's your favorite game, right?" I was like, "Yeah." Hey, wait a minute.
This is my memory. Get out.
I got
He's
Yeah.
tacos on
vibing,
my
bro.
feet.
He's vibing.
So, was that the first game you played, too? Or is that the first game you watched?
I think I don't remember exactly the first game I played, but I kind of watched it. But I played it and I put cheats on because I was a little P baby. But
You were a bus?
I remember I was just playing through it. And I was like, wow, I would put cheats on and just kill demons, and I was unaffected by gore, and I was like, this is fun.
And now it all makes sense.
He was
And-
doomed from the start.
Yeah. And then they also had Duke Nukem 3D on there,
Oh my gosh.
and the original Duke.
He had
also
no
the
shot.
original.
He really had
I heard
no
Duke
shot.
Nukem was very controversial.
Yeah.
Like, I heard it had to be edited just to get ported to the N64. Is that true?
I'm
Well,
not
it's
sure. A
like-
little.
You're slapping whamming on the behind. You throw them over your shoulder, and they start squirming. You slap them on the behind to stop them.
That's Duke Nukem Forever.
Yeah, it is Duke Nukem Forever. I won't deny
But the
that.
original Duke Nukem
But it came from
3D,
somewhere, though.
But
Duke
yeah,
Nukem
exactly. it
3D,
came from
you give
somewhere. They do
girls-
some stuff like
you
that.
give girls cash, like, shake it, baby. And they pull open, they had nipple tassels on. You're like, whoa!
They would do that as a 3-year-old.
He's just watching.
I
he's
never
just watching
really
porn
saw
right
that
then.
when I was younger, but it was like, whoa!
Titties.
And,
I'm here to kick
Yeah.
butt and chew bubblegum.
and also had the other games, they had, like, they had,
Is this
uh,
all for PC?
I've heard
Yeah,
too
it's
much.
all-
So you guys
like-
didn't have a console at home.
we had consoles, but
They don't
they
ride a
didn't
butt.
work. I didn't know how to work the NES. I didn't know how to press the
I'm here
start
to-
button every time
I'm
Mario
here to
came
kick
on.
bubblegum and
I was
chew
like,
butt.
I'm playing the
Ride a
preview, and
butt.
I didn't know to press the start button. 'Cause I was a dumb kid.
So besides the PC, what was the first console you owned?
Game Boy Advance.
That was like your first console.
Yeah, my first personal console.
But you said you had an NES in the house.
Yeah, and the Genesis,
What-
but
do you remember playing those?
a little bit.
So you would say your first memory is Doom on the PC and then a Game Boy.
Yeah,
It was a regular Game Boy.
Game Boy Advance.
Game Boy Advance.
Yeah.
So how old were you when the Game Boy Advance came out? Because that came out before we were.
2002.
Dude,
Yeah.
Game Boy Advance came out a little while after. We were
So,
already like
yeah.
at least of age.
Thing, you were probably like 8 or 9 because they had a
Yeah.
Game Boy.
I got a Game Boy Color.
Yeah, Game
bro.
Boy Color.
Game Boy Color. I mean, I was thinking.
Yeah, I got one.
That
Game
was
Boy
a
Color.
few
My
years
parents would
before
get it, but then I got a
Advance,
Game Boy
though,
Advance.
too.
I was like,
Yeah.
"Eh."
A Game Boy Color, I believe, was year 2000.
So Thane, how
Yeah.
old were you then? Like 7, 6? What year were you born?
I think my parents very reluctant gave me a console, but then they're finally like, just get him a Game Boy Advance, and it's like,
So is that when you fell in love, Scoop?
yeah.
But,
But my
Remember the sound he made?
Game Boy.
His parents like, what the?
but
They
my
take it away
first
immediately.
It's like joints.
Yoinks! Like joints!
It's like when Thane reaches out and he slowly grabs the Game Boy and then explodes into Super Saiyan mode.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, his hair just shoots
like
out.
this is even 10% of my power, man.
Your mom's like, holy hell, Thane's dad's name. What have we done? It's a monster.
Insert dad
Insert Thane's dad here. You know what I mean.
He didn't want to dox him.
I could have doxed him.
But the first home console I had was a PlayStation 2 with Kingdom Hearts.
You know, that's weird, Thane, because I feel like you're the biggest gamer out of all of us, but Zay had all the prior consoles before you did.
Oh no, his parents were richer.
I don't think that was it,
Yeah.
Thane. I just don't think you had video games back then.
You didn't.
My-
He really did. I don't think you did.
My
No.
Well, it was more like when my two older siblings moved out. That's like, I want video games. They're like,
He did his kid voice.
Yeah,
He
his
did
kid
his
voice
kid
is so funny to me.
Oh, video
I
game
want
on a truck.
my own video games, mother father. It's like, okay, and
That's
My
cool.
precious.
What about you, Cole? What's your first gaming experience and your first console?
The first game I'm pretty sure that I had ever played was Sonic the Hedgehog 2. on the Genesis. So in Sonic 2, you could play as Tails if you plug in a second controller. You're not really doing much, but when Tails was on screen, you actually were controlling him.
Yeah.
That's fun.
We played other things like Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. It's a trash game. We did...
For Genesis?
Yeah,
Oh,
for
okay.
Genesis, yeah. I wouldn't really count that as my first console, though. My first one that I specifically owned myself was also a Game Boy Advanced. However, you could probably make the argument that the Dreamcast was kind of mine, because no one else really cared about video games except for me, and I kind of convinced my dad to get it so that we could play Crazy Taxi.
That's a good game.
Yeah, we played it. We played it at
Taxi.
was it Wilson Bates? Is that a furniture place in town?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we played it at Wilson Bates because I don't know why we were there, just looking
Is there
at
an
furniture.
arcade game?
No, they were just showing off the Dreamcast, trying to get people to buy it, I guess, or
It's
something.
electronic place. They have
Yeah, they had
too,
electronics there
I
too.
didn't
They
know that.
still do, honestly.
Yeah.
For some weird reason, if you guys go to furniture stores looking for like in the box Game Boy games, you can find them at Wilson Bates or other furniture stores. They still have some. I don't know anymore,
That's
but
really weird.
last time I went there, they had in the box Game Boy Advance games. Anyway, back
You're
to the story.
kidding.
Bro,
No,
that's
I'm not.
cool.
If I went when we go home this
Potentially.
weekend, we should go. I just want to go check it out.
Well,
They may not
the
anymore.
thing is, guys, it's not a huge selection. It's like that.
mean, yeah.
Their main thing is like bigger things, and then
Yeah,
they
yeah.
have
think
that
about
as,
Sky.
like, a
I
side
didn't buy
item.
anything. I just saw
Yeah.
them. So that gives you an example of what's actually there.
I see.
Anyway, so we played Crazy Taxi there, and that night we went on eBay looking for a Dreamcast and Crazy Taxi. We got like Sonic Adventure with it. That's pretty much the big ones I remember. Sonic Adventure, Crazy Taxi.
Nice.
That's pretty much my OG. I guess when I got the Game Boy Advance, my dad took me to Target and said I could get a Game Boy Advance, and I also got Pokemon Red with it.
Oh, that's cool.
So is that
Here's
when
where
you
it
first
began.
discovered your love for
That's
Pokemon?
where it began.
Yeah, pretty much.
Nice.
I mean, I guess my brother had a Game Boy Color with Pokemon Yellow, but he didn't really let me play it that much.
Mm-hmm.
Then I got Red.
So I guess I have a follow-up question for all of these, and I feel like Zay and I are going to have very similar experiences, so I don't know if we'll elaborate too much on it, but for both of you is I know that Thane didn't really have anyone to game with. Is that right, Thane, to me saying
My
that?
sister.
Your sister?
sister.
Did she play video games as much as you liked them?
No.
He said sisters.
Sisters?
Right,
But they weren't as big a gamers as I was. I was like, oh, I want the newest games. Oh, Mom, buy me this game. It looks so cool. Want to know my first experience with Final Fantasy VII? Wasn't the game. It was the terrible spin-off. The one you play as Vincent Valentine and shoot things. That was my first experience with
That
Final
sounds
Fantasy VII.
horrible.
And I wanted it because I thought it looked
On the
so cool. And
PSP?
as a kid, no, on the PS2, it was called Dirge of Cerberus.
Oh.
It's awful. Don't play it. But
I just knew there
back
was a
then I
PS2
thought that was the
spin-off or
coolest
PS2
thing because
spin-off.
you shot things as a dark, edgy looking guy. That's that was my first experience with Final Fantasy VII. Final Fantasy in general. Actually, Kingdom Hearts you can count Final Fantasy.
Yeah.
What about you, Cole? Who did you game with the most?
My brother. I guess on the Genesis days, though, my oldest sister would play a lot. I was into Yu-Gi-Oh! And I remember one time where I had like these like little plastic stars, and I had to collect 10 of them before we could play.
That's cool.
'Cause,
Your
like,
parents
this-
had like a system.
No,
Oh, wait, what are you
it was
talking
my
about?
own thing.
Yeah.
Oh,
It was
wait,
self-imposed.
what?
I was a weird kid.
Wait.
Really weird kid.
So you had to do. How'd you get a star?
I don't remember.
Doing chores?
I like hid them in the house and I went and found them.
Oh,
What?
Wait, you hid them and found them?
Yeah, dude.
You know where they
I was a
are.
weird kid.
So you'd go hide them, find them, and
Yeah.
then play.
Yeah, well, see what it was is like, okay, I want to play Power Rangers or whatever, or Mickey Mania or whatever it was. And I'm like, before we can do that, though, we got to get the star chips. Because I was trying to be like Yu-Gi-Oh! And I had like a glove on and crap like that.
God,
and I was a cringy kid, dude.
dude, that is weird.
So we went around and got the star chips, and I put them on our ping pong table. And I'm like, okay, we got all 10, we can play now. So I played I played like Mickey Mania and Power Rangers with my oldest sister a lot. And I was also Sonic 2. And then I played MechWarrior 2 with my dad a lot on the computer. I didn't control anything except for the jets. The J key was the jets, and I got to press that whenever I felt like it. So he's like in a fight with like a mech, and all of a sudden he's flying because I just like jets. When I got older though, it was mostly my brother. We played like PS2 together a good amount.
Mm-hmm.
I watched him play through Metroid Prime on the GameCube,
That's fun.
for example. It's another one. Wind Waker as well. Any Zelda game, really.
So, Zay, what about you? Do you remember your first gaming experience?
I don't know. I don't remember. I don't know. I don't know what my first one is, but I remember my first console was a Game Boy Color, I guess. Because my mom had the Super Nintendo, but I remember playing it some, but like not a whole lot. I guess I just wasn't that interested in it, maybe. Until I got older, but I remember I got a Game Boy Color because I thought it was really cool because it was colorful, of course, but you could just play games I liked on it.
And it took batteries.
Yeah.
Rip.
So it was really bad. It was awesome because you could take it anywhere, but it was really bad because there's no light inside the
Backlight.
screen.
Yep.
So I had to like lean up against like I could turn on a lamp. I had to play up against it when I was like at night or something. Yeah.
Did you
Or
ever
like
get,
you
like, one
couldn't
of
play it on
those-
road trips because if it like during the night, like 'cause you just no one wants the light on the whole time, so you can't really play.
Did you ever get one of those weird plug-in things that'd plug into it and like a spiral light would go over the top, kind of like a book light?
Mm-mm.
I had one of those. They sucked.
Okay,
They
yeah,
were
because
really
I'm
bad.
thinking about that. It's like wouldn't just put glare on it
Yeah.
almost, but you couldn't really see
Yes.
it. It almost
Yep.
makes it worse.
So, I got a quick question. Did early cell phones not have backlights either? Like, were they like that?
They did not. I don't believe. Like the Nokia, I don't think
Yeah.
did.
Bro, things that
Maybe it
kids
did. I
don't
don't
have
know.
to deal with, man. Like
What are
it
you
wasn't
doing,
even
Craig?
it wasn't even a thought for us though. It's like a backlight. It's like, oh, we can't see the screen. Better turn it on. Turn on a light. Play with the light on,
Or you just don't play.
or just don't play it.
Yeah.
Then you
I
can't
guess
just
that was
moan while we're
good. I guess
talking.
that was good to kind of give you a break.
Um,
But I remember I bought I had a Power Rangers game on it. I remember I had
you had the Grinch. I remember the Grinch.
the Grinch. That was fun, dude.
That was fun.
I had the Grinch, and then I had what was another one? Like a hockey game where you could fight. The biggest thing is you could just get into hockey fights. That's what I like to do.
Except
And then
Blades of Steel.
that was it. I think that's what it was, thing.
Blades of Steel.
And then I remember I got Atlantis. The Disney show or the Disney movie
Yeah,
Atlantis.
Milo, baby.
Yeah, I remember I got that on my my Game Boy. That was fun, dude. I don't know. Besides that, and then eventually, like I remember we got a PS1. That was cool. Play Spyro and stuff, and then I don't know, random games, I guess. But
So who would you say you've played played games mostly with?
no one
By
I
yourself?
don't know. Like when I had like my Game Boy, like I don't remember playing with anyone.
What about like a PS1?
That probably just my dad. I remember we'd like he'd buy games that he liked, but then like I didn't know any different, so I just play him. I liked him too. So
I remember
that was cool.
you and your dad played NASCAR a lot. I remember coming over and you guys
he
always
liked
be playing
he liked NASCAR, so he'd get that and we just race. That was a lot of fun. Even though the graphics are horrible, like go back and play it. Graphics are horrible, but time is just a lot of fun. Yeah, and then you get like hunting games and stuff like that. But
I remember that. I remember always throwing up at your house too. Your dad loved that.
Sky, for some reason, right as he walked into the door, he'd get he'd become like a poison Pokemon or something.
Pretty much. Dude.
Yeah, it's nauseous. Player's nauseous.
I think I've puked in 4 of Zay's 5 houses he's lived in.
It's like he walks through a door, a nauseous spell is just cast upon him.
You know, I think it's 3. 3 of the 5 houses that I can remember you living, because I don't think I've puked in the last 2. But I puked on the floor in their kitchen, and it was a carpeted kitchen, mind you, so it was horrible.
Gross.
And then I puked on their toilet. I didn't lift up the seat because I didn't make it. I literally ran in there and just vomited all over, once again, the carpeted toilet seat.
It was like one of those seat covers.
Yeah.
That you open it up and then it's a
those
regular
were
seat.
weird.
But
I
yeah.
don't like those.
I was a horrible
He
kid.
didn't even open the toilet. You made the effort to run into the bathroom and didn't even open up the toilet.
I missed. I missed. Oopsies. So I would say that my first gaming experience that I can remember is playing the NES at my grandparents' house. Either the NES or the SNES with Zay, because I remember Duck Hunt, because they had the gun and we could shoot at the TV, and it was so cool.
So fun.
And we played Super Mario Bros. And then I also remember
That's
playing
crazy,
Donkey
dude. I
Kong
remember that
Country.
now. Yeah.
You remember that?
Mhm.
And remember, it was in Kaylee's or Amy's old room.
Yeah,
she
the
had
back room.
She had the old freaking
old
1990s CRT TV that had the knobs that you twist on.
That's not the 90s, bro. That's like the 70s.
70s.
Yeah, it's got knobs.
Yeah,
There's no way
it had
it's 90s.
knobs. Yeah, okay, it's probably even older than
Bro, that was
Knobs.
that was so much fun playing Duck Hunt on that.
Yeah, that's probably my earliest memory. Either that or playing Donkey Kong Country at Zay's house. He had Donkey Kong Country and Pitfall, and those were my two favorite games that he had. Oh, think we go fix the camera. Those were
Oh, Boober's gonna get mad about this.
yeah, and Thick hates it. Get a new camera, guys. I'm looking into it. Okay, either we got to find a way to get this to record more, or just invest in
Shut the hell up.
invest in like a.
Do you guys legit just sit and watch us as we talk? 'Cause
That's what I'm saying too.
if you do, that's
It's not how
pretty
you watch
weird.
a podcast.
Yeah, I think with some I do watch them though. I understand it.
If there's
Some
if they're
podcasts-
like
some-
laughing, I'll pan over.
Some
and look
podcasts
at
I
it.
like to watch are
This
like
is why I
people that are
prefer
laughing.
podcasts without the video. I
If we
just
had like
watch
a better
the
production quality
background.
with like 5 cameras or whatever, different multiple shots and like a studio
Or like a
whatnot,
cool table.
that
or
would make
something.
sense.
Cool table if like
we're-
all of us have our own camera
Nothing
or something like
changes,
that.
and each of us are just sitting here talking. Like I don't
Maybe they just like to
understand why
see us.
Yeah, maybe they
I
do.
guess.
But yeah, going back.
Bashed him. Sorry about that.
The SNES or the NES. I'd probably have to say Duck Hunt on the NES, even though the SNES was out too. But only Zay had it. It was his mom, so I would only play it when I would go to his house. Which the first 2 years of your life you lived not. How long did you live in Boise?
For a while.
Yeah, because I remember.
For a while, dude.
I remember he would come down, and I think you'd bring the SNES sometimes. Because then you moved back in with Grandma for a little bit, didn't you?
I don't remember.
I feel like
remember.
that's when I played the SNES the most. But anyway,
Yeah.
yeah, I'd probably say Duck Hunt then. And then the person I played with the most growing up was definitely my dad. Like, my dad was a gamer, so I played so many games with him, dude. Because the first console I got was an N64, and we had Excitebike on there. My dad's a huge motocross fanatic, so we had Excitebike, which is a motocross game, and then we had Zelda Ocarina of Time. We had Pokemon Stadium. We had so many good games that were just fun to play.
He had a Mortal Kombat ripoff, War
yeah,
Gods.
War Gods. That game's it's just another beat 'em up.
I
It's
thought it
a
was
fighting
fun,
game.
though.
Sucks.
I thought it was fun.
I thought it was fun too.
Yeah.
I mean, if we went back and played it now, I
And
don't
then
think it controls too well.
Then he had freaking what's the alien game?
Jet Force Gemini.
Yeah, dude.
That was a fun one. My dad hated it. I
gosh,
asked
dude.
him, because I'm doing research for a show that's coming out this month,
Show.
and I asked him about it. Like, Dad, what was your favorite game on the N64? He's like, oh, the motocross game. And I asked him about all these other games. He's like, I don't remember that. And then I said, well, what about Jet Force Gemini, where you shoot the ants? He's like, oh, that game sucked. I'm like, what? That game sucked? Because he compared it to James Bond, the 007. That's what he compared it to.
Goldeneye,
Maybe
bro.
the same
Goldeneye's on-
developers.
Yeah, I understand. And I don't know why he didn't like it as much, but I guess GoldenEye is just the
I
better
mean,
one.
the end game is pretty bad for Jet Force Gemini because you have to collect all those koalas
Well,
to fight the final boss.
I agree. I think that's stupid, but
Yeah.
the gameplay I would say is very similar to
Yeah.
GoldenEye. I mean, you have the
Yeah.
auto lock feature. You also have where you can aim.
Except it's in the third person, so
Maybe that's what it is.
This guy would always play that game. Though. Whenever I go to his house, he's always playing that
And I've
game.
never beat it to this day. I still have not beaten it. That's one that I need to go
The
beat.
one that
probably
got
never
away.
will. The final boss is like almost
Katy Perry?
impossible.
No, I watched a speed run of it. A guy did
She's
a
hot.
no-hit
That
run.
Pug Kitty.
Whoa, what?
That's not impressive compared to Dark Souls or Bloodborne.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd probably say that. Yeah, the N64 was my baby. It's kind of funny though that all of us had different consoles. Well, I guess you and Thane shared similar, but you played Sega. Thane
Yeah.
had Game Boy, and Zay had Sony and the SNES, and the only one I had was the N64.
I had
wasn't
Sony
until-
too.
Well, you got it later. I'm saying our first consoles.
Bro, I don't think I've ever played a Genesis to this day.
I played Cole's. The first Genesis I played was Cole's,
Yeah, dude.
the one you have.
I've
the
never,
newer
I don't
version.
think I've ever played one. That's crazy.
What's weird is most kids, they didn't have Genesis. They had Super Nintendo.
Yeah.
And then the like, and that's just weird enough as it is, just me having a Genesis. But then the next step up of it being even more weird is I got a Dreamcast after the Genesis.
See?
I
Yeah,
didn't
I've
get a
never played that either, bro.
PlayStation 1 or anything.
I've never played
Bro,
a Dreamcast.
never played
either.
Dreamcast.
I didn't get a
either.
PS1. I didn't get an N64. I got a Dreamcast. That was my next console after the
The
Genesis.
Dreamcast.
I loved it though. I wouldn't have had it any other way.
Dreamcast.
But that's why
fun.
that's partly why I think I don't like
We can-
platformers, because I don't have any memories of like Mario 64 or Spyro. I play them now. I'm like, wow, these games suck. I hate freaking precision crap.
I think though,
Go
if you
back to
play,
Sonic and
I
just
think if you
run.
play the updated versions though, I think you'd like them.
I mean, yeah, I
Maybe.
played like Mario's. I mean, I played Mario Odyssey. That was fun, but I still hated it because it's platforming.
I mean, to each
Because
their
I
own,
grew,
though.
like I said, like I grew up on a different kind of platformer. Sonic's like
Side-scrollers.
platformers, and it's a side scroller, Sonic Adventure, but they're not really precision. It's mostly just as
Run.
fast as you can possibly do it. Like there's not a lot of places where you can fall off in precision. I remember one part that was precision in Sonic 2, and I hated that part, and I died there every time. Ugh, the first zone too.
It happens. Okay, so I guess a follow-up question to all of this is, what is your guys' favorite genre of video games? And maybe we can start with Zay this time.
I don't know.
You know a favorite genre?
I don't.
What would you say is like a classic that you could always go to?
Probably party.
Party games?
Is that considered a genre?
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll say party.
Do you have like
Let's
a
have
specific one?
party.
Or just like a 4-player
Mario
party game?
Party.
I think. I don't know. I think my most favorite games are, I guess, multiplayer. You could say. So I don't know, whatever it could be. I think I lean more towards like realistic instead of more fantasy. I don't know why that is. Maybe I don't know, but I like more realistic party games. I guess you could say.
So like a GTA?
Like beer pong.
I guess GTA is
Beer
not really a
pong
party
extreme.
game, but
There is
I don't
actually a
know.
beer pong game on the Wii.
See-
Something
Fusion
like
Frenzy.
that.
See, like I never
Yeah,
got
that's a
into
good
like
one.
I never got into Final Fantasy. I never got into. See, I just don't know.
which
any
is
about
weird because
any
you
of that
owned
stuff.
it. You owned Final Fantasy, didn't you?
I don't know. I don't
I'm pretty
know.
sure you did.
See, I just was never a fan of any of that stuff. So like I don't. Maybe that's why I just never grew up playing it. But,
I've never played a Final Fantasy game either.
but even now, like Dark Souls, like you love that, and then there's games that you guys like that I just can't relate in any way. I just don't enjoy them.
Yeah, I mean, and I would say that the one that you like that, I mean, I kind of enjoy sometimes is sports games, and I feel like not that many people like sports games.
Yeah, and I can see how that could be why people don't like them because it's just the same thing over and over again. But I
I
don't
mean,
know.
essentially every game is just the same thing over and over again.
Yeah,
But I guess yeah, sports are very repetitious.
yeah.
What about you, Cole? What's your favorite genre?
My favorite, I got two because it goes back and forth. My favorites are racing and shooters. Love me some Forza Horizon, and I don't know, any kind of first-person shooter really is just a blast.
I would say that my favorite types of games are like RPG adventure games, so like Zelda. I don't know, RPGs in general are probably my favorite. But I will say though that I definitely lean more towards party games like Zay. I love playing games with friends or family. Like if I had the choice between playing an RPG by myself or playing a party game with friends, I'm going to play the party game, but I don't know, I'd probably say RPG party games. I mean, I also love shooters, but I only like shooters when I play them with my friends. If that makes any sense.
What about like the campaigns?
Yeah, they're fine.
Oh,
But it's like if I had, let's take Call of Duty for example, the choice between playing multiplayer with friends or the campaign by myself, I'm gonna play with friends.
I see.
I think maybe when I was younger, I leaned more towards the campaign, but now I'm like, yeah, if I like go for it, sure, but I'd much rather prefer a party game like that, multiplayer.
This one's kind of, I guess you could say action, but any game with constant motion, like constant combat, like some games like shooters, action games, hack and slash, like Devil May Cry. I like games just with constant action. Sure, I like some slower games, but like if I want to get something, if I want to like really play something, like one with just active combat, like most of the time, because there may be little few side things.
Yeah.
So you say like Zelda is great. I was playing No More Heroes. I was actually doing a lot of side stuff, like running around the open world collecting stuff. But then when you get into combat, it's just like gory and fun.
That's probably why I like Doom so much.
Yeah.
'Cause there's just always crap
Yeah.
thrown at you.
Yeah, that's the fast-paced one. And also, if gore was a genre, I'd probably pick that one. I don't know why. It's like blood in my games.
What about
Not a
Gears of
violent
War?
person. I like the first three. I just never got into the fourth one. Like those
I was gonna
first
say,
three
like,
were my.
When you say like blood and gore, like Gears of War is like one of the first games that comes to my
Yeah.
mind.
What about God of War? Is God of War very bloody?
God of War is very
Yeah,
violent.
It's pretty violent.
Especially number 3 when you rip that guy's head off and you actually see like each tendon and skin just tearing off and high detail and you're like, oh god, video games can do that.
Things like
can get away with that.
Things like,
Like,
sign
oh,
me up.
God, yes, please.
Sign me up and I'll
Kratos.
subscribe.
Click that notification bell thing.
like the
Yeah.
video.
But games that do have, constant action that I really can't get into since it's more mechanical is fighting games. I have really hard time getting to fighting games.
I'm with you there, Thane.
Yeah, because it's like more like
Like a Mortal Kombat.
techniques, Tekken. The only game
Like
I
button
really
combos.
the only game I really can grasp and I still kind of suck at is Smash, but I'll still go and play it because it's more of a party game, and it's like you only need to know a certain amount of moves. And I've seen in professional players, it's like I've played this game for a while and I still don't know how to do what half the professional players do. Like their reflexes are like amazing. It's like
Well, I'm sure they practice all the combinations on just bots that don't move.
yeah. Also they played the game for a while, so they know techniques.
When it comes to pros in any video game, though, it's because that's like the only game they do
Yeah.
play.
Yeah,
They typically don't play anything else.
like
Rarely
Hungry
they
Box got so good with Jigglypuff because he probably only plays melee and got good because he said, I'm going to get good with Jigglypuff, and he just figured it out. Figured out that
It
tiny
works.
hitbox when you sleep, like, I don't know how anyone figured that out, but they just did. It's like cool. But yeah, I really like action games or games with like constant combat.
So, speaking of action games, and I guess this could be consoles and games as well, maybe just do one of each, but what is one game and console that you do not currently own that you would like to have? And maybe we can start with, let's start with Cole this time.
Jeez, no, don't start with me. I don't know.
Okay, what about you, Thane?
Wait, what
So,
is-
you pick a game and a console that you don't already have that you would like.
Or you can pick. I'm thinking about a series of games. Maybe we can do a series of games that you.
Yeah,
don't
sure, we
have.
can do series.
Oh, that's hard because I own a lot of the consoles, and I can the ones I don't have, I can usually just emulate or get for cheap.
Okay, well, let's just say you're doing everything legal, okay?
Legal. Okay.
What's one game and one console that you do not currently own that you would like? I guess I could go first. I would like a Switch. I'm probably going to get one here soon, but that's definitely a console I've been lusting after the last couple weeks. Ever since I beat Breath of the Wild, I've been wanting a Switch real bad. Even so that I've spent X amount of dollars buying Switch games that I don't even have a Switch to play on yet.
Okay, I got mine. The console, I'll say a Neo Geo.
Neo Geo.
Isn't that a car?
Sure.
Sounds like
Shut
one.
up.
The reason I say this is just because I pretty much own every console I'd ever want. The Neo Geo is cool though. I mean, it's basically arcade games that you can bring home. They're like
Yeah.
like Metal Slug.
So
I
see
love
what they
Metal Slug.
did? They put an entire arcade board in a
Yeah.
cartridge, and they were like this big. They're like
Yeah, the cartridges are pretty damn
yeah,
big.
because they just stuffed the whole arcade motherboard
It's
of the
like
arcade
half
in
of
there.
it's in the game, and half of it is in the actual system. So
Yeah.
that's what's cool about Neo Geo arcade machines as well, is you can swap out the games. That's why typically you'll see 4 games in a Neo Geo machine.
Which is genius. Genius.
Yeah.
Genius. But the thing was, because of the size and the cost, each game was $200.
Oh
a
yeah,
pop.
they're expensive.
And
games.
back then, if you consider inflation, that was only what the rich kids could get back then.
Well, yeah, mostly nobody had them.
Yeah.
They're not super super rare either. They're just kind of expensive because there really wasn't
Yeah.
that many of them, and they already were expensive. So I guess I'll go with that one. But as for the game series, I'll pick Fire Emblem, just because I want to play the newest one. and the rest of them are pretty rare and expensive. So it'd be kind of cool to have the full collection, I guess.
I have 2 of them if you want to ever play them.
I've got Awakening on the 3DS. I don't know. I got to the point where I got like 6 or 7 hours in, then one of my characters died and I couldn't save him. And it made me depressed, and I stopped playing it because my character died. But apparently the new one's got like a rewind feature where you can like rewind the battle a little bit so you can save characters. So I really want to play the new one. There you go, that's mine.
The new games have like difficulty settings where it's like turn permadeath off.
But I want permadeath on.
Okay.
Even though I'm gonna try to prevent it anyway. I don't know.
I'd say for first time, I see that's good for first timers, and then when you want to play again, go around again with the permadeath turned on, so you know how the game works.
I probably should just play without permadeath.
Yeah.
If I'm gonna try to save everybody all the time.
What about you, Thane? One console and game, or just
a
one?
PC and Cyberpunk.
Nice. So I like I said, Switch and Halo Infinite, which I guess isn't out yet, so I don't know if I should say that, but I'm going to.
You guys are cheating by picking. I don't know. We could pick games that aren't out yet.
Yeah, what if it's a bad game, Sky? You don't know.
That's a risk I'm
You
willing
don't
to
even
take.
care about your
Cyberpunk
own
will
name
be
and
an
reputation.
I would have
game.
just picked something that wasn't out yet either. I could have
You
done
can
that.
pick something.
I don't
whatever you
know.
want.
Cyberpunk.
Okay,
but
wanna-
the Super Edition, that's like
I want to
$500.
get. No, I do want.
Oh,
I
wait,
do,
wait, wait.
Steelbook edition.
Wait,
The
hold on.
Steelbook
Yeah,
edition.
I know.
yeah.
I got my answer. Saints Row 3 $1 million edition.
Oh my gosh.
Comes with a car, a trip to the White House. It comes.
Is that a real thing?
Yeah, it's a
Yeah.
real
You're
thing.
lying.
There was only one that they had, and no one bought it.
Yeah.
Because like a trip like to space and stuff, like through like where you like barely touch space in an airplane.
Dude,
Oh.
that's so
Serious?
Yeah.
A video game
Yeah, the
Yeah.
$1 million. Oh, it also comes with the base game too.
Yeah.
for $1 million?
Bro, that's
I'm
and
gonna look it
also-
up. I'll look it up for you.
And also, I think also they had like get plastic surgery or something.
Yeah, there's a bunch of stupid stuff on there.
Gosh,
Dude, that's cool.
I bet you could do all that for less than $1 million.
Okay, no. Okay, so if we're talking about games that aren't out yet, because I am gonna get Cyberpunk when it comes out, probably. Gotta save it for I do want the PC. Still want my PC.
No, it's Saints Row 4.
But I think the game series I really want to try out is shoot.
Okay, I've got it. Unless you got it. You got the game?
Shit, I can't think.
Okay, I'll do this. This is the Saints Row 4 $1 million edition. It's called the Super Dangerous Wad Edition, aka the $1 million pack. Only one available. The Summit Edition includes Saints Row 4
Is it still available?
Commander-in-Chief Edition.
Oh.
No, it's not available. A Virgin Galactic Space Flight. It's like the Virgin Company. Full-size replica of the dubstep gun.
Nice.
A hostage rescue experience. Plastic surgery. A personal shopper. Spy training. Capsule war. What the freak is Capsule war? Oh, capsule wardrobe. It wasn't showing the full picture. Spy training day. That's what that was. 7 nights at the top of the royal suite in Burj Al Arab, Dubai. I don't know what that is.
Dude, that's pretty cool.
That's probably like the most expensive hotel in Dubai,
a week
probably.
for two at the Jefferson Hotel in Washington D.C. First class flights to Washington D.C. and Dubai. Lamborghini Gallardo. A new Toyota Prius plus 1 year of insurance. A year's supercar membership. So you get 2 cars. I forgot about the second car. I knew there was a sports car
All right.
in there, but
That's
think
gotta
I-
be at least $250,000. The Lamborghini one.
I think I
Oh,
got
yeah.
it.
The
That-
Lamborghini.
I'm sure
So
they were
if you
thinking.
add it up, it might get close.
I'm sure they were
honestly.
thinking, how can we make this pack like worth $1 million? I don't throw a Lamborghini in there. That'll give it a fourth of the way.
Yeah, honestly,
But I feel like if you go buy all that stuff by yourself, it might be cheaper than $1 million.
I don't think anybody
a
bought it.
little bit cheaper though, bro.
I don't think
know.
anybody bought it.
Thane's come to a conclusion.
So I think it's been on my Steam wish list for a while, but it's called Trials in the Sky. And it's just a little JRPG from Falcom. And I always see it on sale, but I'm thinking if I buy it, I'll never have time to play it. Because I already got a bunch of games I've never played on Steam. So maybe
Well,
one
that's
day I'll get to
insane.
it. Maybe one day I'll get to and buy it, but right now that's probably the game I want.
Respect.
Because I bought all the East games, it says YS, but it's pronounced East.
I've heard many good things about those games.
And I got them on Good Old Games, and I only played the first one, and there's like 5 in like this pack. So, and also there's the 8th one
yeah.
that I need to get to.
I heard
yeah.
that's the best one, Ease 8.
Yeah. But yeah, maybe one day. I also heard a lot of good things about East Zero.
Yep, same.
Yeah, so there you go.
So what about you, Zay? One console and one game that you don't own that you would like.
So I was thinking about it. I really love those games in arcades where you sit in like a chair and you shoot and it like kind of takes you through. I like that, but either that or a VR because that's kind of I guess it's like a VR.
That's the answer.
In it though. So I'd probably want I'd either want one of those or a VR, and then I guess probably the most expensive one. I want the best one. If I'm gonna get one, I want the best one.
Oh yeah, for sure.
So that one, and then one series of games I've always wanted to get into was Far Cry.
Okay.
I played the third one.
I saw Far Cry 5, and I've seen people play it, and that game looks so cool.
Get a good PC.
That's the game I want to get
a good
into.
PC. See if it goes on sale on Steam and just get all of them.
Far Cry is actually really cheap on the computer a lot of times. I
Yeah.
picked up a couple of them occasionally because I wanted to try them out. I don't like them that much. So not my type of game.
I've heard that the best one is number 3.
Yeah, that's the one I tried.
Yeah, I like that one. I got it for 360, and it was pretty good. An open world game. It was like, at the time of its release, it was felt like a breath of fresh air, according to a lot of people.
When they released like a spin-off called Far Cry Blood Dragon, which was like a
I played that one. That was awesome.
Yeah, which is like a 80s vaporwave kind of game.
Oh, that's cool.
It has Michael Biehn in it.
It was actually really fun.
Is that Sean Bean's
until
brother?
it got to the part
No.
where it is open world, and I was like, "Oh no, this game's not fun anymore." I didn't want it to be open world.
Oh,
It was so like the first like 5 or 6 hours were not open world, which is why I was just having a blast. I'm like, this is awesome. It's just like a first person shooter I can jive with. The music's freaking incredible. Then boom, throws me into an open world. I'm like, this game's supposed to be like 7 hours long. What's going on?
He's lost. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what happened. I
Dang.
get lost.
Yeah.
And like the world's not colorful and lighted up. It's
I was
dark
kind of-
because it's supposed to be like vapor waves. I'm like, what is going on? I don't.
I was kind of disappointed because there wasn't enough open world. That's what I was looking
Ooh,
for.
look at that.
Because it's a
The
Far
opposite
Cry game.
end.
When you play Far Cry, you expect big open world jungle-like area.
I honestly played it because I heard it wasn't very open world, and I'm like, I'm down, dude. That's why I bought it.
So I've got a quick comment to make. After I've watched Thane game for probably at least half my life, but watching you game the last year that we've been living together, I've learned that you and Thane are almost 100% opposite
Yep.
when it comes to gaming. Thane is extremely patient when it comes to most games. He could be lost for 2 hours and still have fun.
He'll
He
still
can
grind.
Yeah,
just
he could play a
grinds,
game
dude.
and he could die for 2 straight hours. Like
Here's the
Bloodborne.
funny thing.
He'll
No
grind,
More
bro.
Heroes. I've been playing that recently because I bought it online. The game's only supposed to take 10 hours to complete. I've been 9 hours doing open world stuff, and I'm not even halfway down
Yeah,
the game.
See what I mean though? And so Thane he'll play a game for 30 hours
Yeah.
and not beat it, but still have fun. And I think you want to get right to the point. You want the story. You want it linear. You want to just get done with it.
Yep.
And I say
Without a doubt.
open world stuff like it's deep, but it's not. You just find these balls to learn techniques, and you just go and do jobs. It's like bare bones when it comes to regular open world games. But I just run around and open dumpsters and find T-shirts.
The only game that I don't do that in is Pokemon. In Pokemon, I talk to every single person in the game before I finish it. It takes me 40 hours to beat the game.
Did
But
you know?
Breath of the Wild, I think I beat it in 20 because I did all the dungeons. Then I got the master. I got enough hearts to get the master sword. Then I fought Ganon. That was it. I did not very many shines at all.
Mhm.
I did not do that much. I explored a lot and I shield boarded a lot, but that's about it. Hated shrines. Shrines aren't
I remember one game. Speaking of Cole, one game when you have to when he's talking to everyone. There's one game in order 100%. You have to talk to every NPC, make sure you get every dialogue, and do every
Ugh,
quest.
That sounds
That was
terrible.
Final Fantasy X2. That was to get the bonus ending.
Oh, jeez.
That sounds terrible.
It's why? Why would you do
What's
that?
funny is I've heard X2 sucks and X is
Yeah.
really, really good.
Yeah. Exactly. It's a crappy spinoff. But hey, they wanted to do something, but they're really going. Also reminds me of Blaze Blue, where in the story mode, in order to get 100% pass, you have to lose every fight to get like the optional dialogue. And in the sequel, they totally scrapped. I was like, thank you. I don't want to keep losing every fight.
Yeah, that makes
Yeah.
sense. But yeah, I just thought it was funny that you two are like complete opposite. And I would say, as far as I go, I'm like a medium in between. I love exploring and stuff, but I also
Camera.
I don't enjoy it when a game takes too long to beat. If that makes any sense.
Yeah.
Thing, can you go get a new battery and just do all that jazz? So, and then I would say Zay, what would you say? I feel like you play a lot of competitive games. I feel like you're mostly on the competitive side of gaming.
See, and one thing I love about GTA and Red Dead is like there's all these side missions and things you can do. I love how you can explore and stuff. That's probably my favorite part.
Yeah, I mean that's kind of stuff I was liking
Yeah.
with those games too. Just like whenever I play GTA, I like to just walk around and see like the random events that happen. You know?
See, like
Yeah.
there's like that, but there's like side missions and like I don't know. I like going around and just like noticing details like billboards and I don't know. I like looking because that's the kind of stuff I'm interested in. And like there's all these side missions you can do and I don't know, man. It's a lot of fun, dude. I really like that stuff. So like I like doing like both. Like I'll do like some of the story and then I'll go off and like do my own thing for a while. And like I'm not in a rush to beat a game. Like it's back in like 10 years ago maybe because like there's achievements and stuff like you beat the game in under a certain amount of time. But now like it's whatever, dude. I just like kind of seen everything in it.
Yeah.
So there's only a few games I've 100%ed in my life. I think when I remember I 100%ed the campaign of Arkham Asylum. I never 100%ed the full game since they were like those combat challenges, and they were really hard and you couldn't do them. But another game which required 100% to get the best ending was Muramasa Demon Blade, and I like looked up the walkthrough to like know which swords to use and which ending, and I was like, and like got all the swords. I was like, yeah. And I think the worst game to 100%, which I technically didn't 100%, but I got everything the game wanted to get, and that was Okami, because technically true 100% would be to open every chest. I missed a lot of chests because when you go to dungeons, if you miss any chest, you can't go back and get that.
Oh.
When on the feeding animal index, I missed one dog in the like a portal where you go back in time, and since I couldn't get it, I just said no, I'm not going to count that one. And so the only really 100% to get is to just get the stray beads and beat enough enemies, collect enough gold, and do something else I can't remember. But that was it, and it literally just gives you everything. And so all that other stuff, the animal index, treasure index, fishing index, that all means nothing. You don't get anything for that. And I thought, when I realized I was like, I wasted my time getting all that. All I needed were the beads, and I was good.
Rip Thane.
Yeah.
Getting
So
trolled.
I think sometimes in games like waste your time with 100% goals and they don't give you something that's, I find that pointless, and I don't want to do
I
that.
feel like 100% is only for the hardcore gamers.
Yeah,
Unless
like
you,
the completionist.
well, like Cole with Pokemon. Like, I don't know if you're 100% at a Pokemon game, but I feel like if you were, that's one you're going to do.
Well, I mean, like, I guess you could count it. Like, I played Sword and Shield and got out the Pokédex and everything, talked to everybody. So I guess
Yeah.
technically like 100% of that.
Yeah. Like, I just think it's, like, personal to, like, to me, I've only 100% in 2 games in my life. I did Majora's Mask and Ocarina of Time. Granted, they're not that hard to do. You just have to do a lot of, it's just you're putting in a lot of time is all. But I feel like Zay with GTA, I don't know if you've 100%ed it, Zay, but
That's
I feel
one
like,
game I want to.
yeah.
I want to know everything about it.
I
It's
did
kinda the thing.
100% a Zelda game because I couldn't beat the last dungeon. It was A Link to the Past. And I was like, you know what, I'm just going to get all the heart containers. And then I did. And I finally did it because there's one part of the dungeon that actually soft locks you. It's like a little puzzle, a torch puzzle. And if you don't have enough magic, you have to actually warp out of the dungeon and get more magic, then go back up there. And you got to do it just right because it's a time puzzle. It's really fast.
That sucks.
It's like that's like the worst part of the game is that one part that you can get soft locked on.
I had Halo 3 100%ed, and then they released DLC, so it's not 100% anymore.
But then after you beat Agnem, Sorry.
don't
After you beat
finish.
Agnum.
I thought he was finished.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I thought, should I finish?
He's
Should I
aroused.
bring up this point? After you beat Agnum, actually Ganon, there's one static point where you can fight Ganon and you have to go through the dungeon and the game saves right there. It's like, oh, thank goodness.
So for Halo, are you just talking about finding all the terminals? Like
Everything, like every
Skulls?
achievement.
The
I had
skull,
every
baby.
achievement in Halo 3, and then they released
Oh.
DLC, and I've got most of them, but there's still a couple I'm missing on Halo 3 that I never had.
I also found the secret room in Link to the
Back.
Past.
He's back.
I remember I also found the secret room on that save file. So I found the one I can't remember the name, but like it's a very secret room where if you find it, you like get a bunch of blue rupees around. It's like, hi, my name is blank. This is a secret room. Don't tell anybody about it. It's like, holy crap, I found that.
wow.
It's like a rare room to find.
Okay, so these last couple questions, we're going to have to try and speed through them, okay? So the first one is, what is the game that you think you have played the most? So we're going to do one game and then a franchise. So I can go first. If it's not Fortnite, then I would say it's Modern Warfare 2 is the game that I've played the most. But the gaming franchise I've played the most is either Zelda or Halo. So I would say those were mine. Whoever has got one now can go.
So I've probably got 3 or 4 that could be anywhere. It would be Pokemon Y, Halo 3, Smite, or Modern Warfare 2. One of those 3. The franchise is clearly Pokemon.
That's it.
Yeah.
It's Chris Houlihan. That's it.
What about you, Thing?
What top
So-
5 franchises?
No. The one game that you think you've played the most out of any game on planet Earth, and then a franchise that you think you've played the most.
Nice, blowing right to the mic.
Yeah, what a guy.
It's probably Pixel Lines DX. This is puzzle game. It's like, that looks fun. Literally takes like 400 hours to beat all the puzzles. And I was like, oh.
Did you beat it?
Yeah, I did.
Jeez. Okay, franchise.
Oh, Thane's have a
Franchise?
I swear he's had a life outside of the life I've known him.
Probably.
I swear,
seriously.
dude.
Probably Zelda.
So
I've played every game. I haven't beaten every game, but I've probably played a good amount of time. The only console game I haven't beaten out of them is
Skyward Sword?
no, I've beaten Skyward Sword.
Oh.
Majora's Mask.
Oh.
I never beat the final dungeon. I need to get back in there. Get back in there and beat it, you son of a beach.
Okay, what about you, Zay?
And then also I didn't beat the 2 NES Zeldas.
Okay,
so.
what about you, Zay?
I'd probably say franchise was Call of Duty, and then I'll say it has to be some basketball game is probably the game I played the most. Yeah, because you play through if you do create a player like I would always do, you create your own person and play through a season. And each game, depending on how long your quarters are, can be a long game. So like mine would be like 6 or 7, so like 6 or 7 minutes, and it takes like probably at least 20 to 30 minutes. I'd play like some days I remember playing like at least 10 to 15 games. So like I would just play like a lot of games throughout a season and just keep playing. So like I have to say it's a basketball game, some basketball game, NBA something.
So for the one game follow-up question for everybody is how many hours do you think you've put into the game? For me, I think I put about 40 days into Modern Warfare 2, and I think I've put around 40 days into Fortnite.
Wow.
So
You can go back and look.
for
You can see time played.
yeah, for both of them. And I
Yeah.
think last I checked, I think Fortnite's around then, and I think Call of Duty was around then
That's
as well.
crazy. I want to look and see what
Which
mine
is
are.
crazy. Let me do the math real quick. Mind you, Fortnite's been out for what, 2 years?
Crazy.
We haven't even played that long though.
40,
Actually, you know what? The
40
second franchise, which I
days
could
times
say is
60.
in contention.
that's 2,400
Wow.
hours to put into a game.
Wow.
That's disgusting.
The
Are you
one
sure we put in
franchise
that
we say is
much,
in
though, dude?
contention with Zelda is
40
actually
days?
Kingdom Hearts. Because those games I think take longer, even though there's only like, 5 main installments? 6? I've like beaten all but one of them. The one I never beat was DS one called 258 whatever days, whatever. And I just watched the cutscenes because I didn't really want to beat it. I do own the physical copy, but
So how many hours do you think you've put into the game you've played the most? You said over 400?
yeah.
Okay.
I hope it's not that one. I have to really dig deep into my memory banks.
What about you, Cole? How
I
many-
don't know the exact hours for all those games I've listed. I'd have to go back and check. I know Pokemon Y is somewhere around 400 to 500.
I think Breath of the Wild actually for me is like over just barely under 300 hours. So
Dang, I feel gross now knowing
Yeah.
that I put days into a video game.
What's crazy is I played a lot of Call of Duty with you guys even,
Right.
but I didn't. I guess I never played. I don't think I played near as much
Bro,
as you guys.
I got
did.
to 7th Prestige.
Sky, you wanna know a sad thing? Took me
What?
like over 100 hours to beat was it Dark Souls? that's like third. You can get that game done in 30 hours if you're good enough.
Jeez, all that tells me is I didn't do much
Yeah.
with my 7th grade or the first year and a half we lived here. I just played Fortnite.
Fortnite.
I'm branching out though, guys. I've been
Yeah.
playing more games recently. What about? Oh, did everyone already say their hours?
I couldn't estimate mine. I think, I played a lot on Call of Duty, Modern Warfare, and then Modern Warfare 2. Those are probably the two most grinded games I've ever played.
Okay.
I know
Sorry,
our
we
friend-
got to speed through these last couple.
I know our friend Jordan will say for him, he's probably put like thousands of hours into Skyrim.
Oh,
he
bro,
had
he-
one
dude,
character with like over 400 hours.
he's-
That's one
dang.
character.
He has a lot of those games though where he just puts so
Yeah.
much time into stuff. It's
Yeah.
like
Now he has Game
You
Pass and
know,
he puts
Another one is probably Minecraft. I didn't even think about it.
Yeah,
I have
that's something you
played-
could never calculate either, which is kind of sad.
Yeah, I've played a titload of Minecraft.
I played a lot of Minecraft over a lot of consoles.
I'm gonna have to say it, guys. I think I've played more Minecraft than any game I've ever played. I think Minecraft takes the cake. Just because I remember the first time I played Minecraft, I was like, oh, dude, this game's gonna suck. And like 8 hours later, I was hooked. Like I was still playing.
Yeah, that could be it for me too.
But that was like every session. You sit down on Minecraft and then your freaking day's over. Like you're in high school. It's like, oh, dude, it's Saturday. I'm gonna enjoy my day. Then you sit down playing Minecraft. Then you look outside and it's dark.
This was the song of your childhood. Doom, 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 doom. That was terrible, but you know what song it is.
I don't know what song is that thing.
Okay.
It's the Minecraft piano song.
Okay. Next question.
Don't.
What
don't,
is
don't.
what is a game that you didn't expect to like but ended up liking it? And then a follow up for that, so you can think of both. Is what is one of your biggest gaming letdowns where you're like, oh, this game's gonna be sick, but then it sucked?
Can I start with the letdown?
Sure, go.
I think the letdown was on the Wii. It's called Epic Mickey, and I thought
I remember when Thane had that. I
and it's
remember
like,
that
oh
when
my
he got it. He was
gosh,
so excited.
it's got a famous the guy behind it was named Warren Spector, and he was like behind System Shock and Deus Ex, and I didn't really know that time, but I know like they said it's by Warren Spector. It's like, oh, you must be a famous game developer. So I played and like it got good reviews, and I played it, and it was like, and it felt so generic, and I was so like, this isn't like, I'm not feeling it, man. Like this doesn't like, and the controls were kind of wonky, and the camera was awful. I hated it. And I remember it was like, they didn't tell you, like, oh, careful not to make this bad choice, because I accidentally killed a character, and it's like, you didn't tell me not to do that, game. What the heck? Because I was just having fun, like, erasing things with the paint block, and I erased this pole and crushed this guy with a safe. And I was like, hey, you killed that guy. I was like, you didn't tell me not to. What the heck, game?
So have you got a game that you played that you didn't expect to like, but you ended up liking it?
I don't know. That's a good question.
Oh, I got my two answers.
Okay, we can come back then. Cole,
Yeah.
if you got yours, let's go ahead.
So the game I didn't expect to like but ended up loving it was Portal 2. Did not expect to like it, but it is amazing. And then the game I thought I was going to like but didn't end up liking it all that much
Bloodborne.
was
Kidding.
well, I guess yeah, Bloodborne. Well, freak, I lost it. Crap. Uh-oh.
I'm sorry. Did I screw
Skip me,
you?
skip me.
Okay,
I'll
we
come
can
back.
come back. Zay, you got two or one?
I think I got one. One that I didn't, but I did like it.
There's a lot of games like you like. I would
Honestly,
playing
probably.
it, and you
Oh,
guys would
dude,
be
I
like,
forgot about another game I really like, but Assassin's Creed 3. That one specifically. I think that one. I remember watching other people play it. And I'm like, it looks cool. I didn't think I'd like it as much as I did. So
Yeah.
I think probably Assassin's Creed. I just thought of that. Yeah.
So I would say one of my gaming letdowns was Ukulele. I was a big fan of Donkey Kong 64 on the Nintendo 64. I never played any of the banjos when I was younger because we didn't have them.
Yeah.
But ukulele was supposed to be a predecessor to Banjo-Kazooie and Banjo-Tooie, which both of those games are like Donkey Kong 64, so I was looking forward to it. And I was even telling Thane about this because he bought it for my birthday.
And you never opened it. You were waiting for so long.
Yeah, we were waiting to do a Let's Play, and I think we waited like a year after that it was released that I opened it and actually played it. But the reason I didn't open it is because Thane told me how bad it was, so I was like, well, this sucks.
I don't know. It says, I don't know. People seem disappointed with this one, but I don't know. You might like it. That's what I said.
Yeah, it wasn't fun.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe we'll just keep doing our one episode a year.
Yeah. We're trying to hammer through it. Or we can just skip to the impossible layer or whatever it's called, because that game apparently is way better.
And then the games that I would say that I didn't expect to like but ended up liking is, I would either say the Lord of the Rings game on the computer, or that I played on the computer, the Shadow of Mordor games. I don't know if I'd be a big fan of those, but I ended up liking them. And then the other one, which was a huge thing for me, is Dark Souls. I thought I would hate Dark Souls because I remember watching Thane play it, and he was sucking real bad when it first came out. It's like, dude, I don't think I could ever play this game. And then I got into it, and I was hooked.
I remembered mine. So the game that I thought I was going to like a lot but ended up not liking was Gran Turismo 6.
Turismo?
How do you say it?
I always say just Turismo.
Turismo? I always said Turismo. I don't know. It's a racing game. I thought I was going to like it a lot. It's PlayStation's racing game. When I got a PS3, I was like, I'm going to grab Gran Turismo 6 because I love Forza. Man, I hate the freaking racing controls in Gran Turismo.
What about Need for Speed? Do you not like
Need for Speed's awesome.
Oh,
So here's the thing about Gran Turismo. Apparently the third one is still the best, or the fourth one. One of those two.
I didn't care for it doesn't matter with the cars or anything. It's just the way it played.
Yeah.
It felt like I wasn't really. It felt like I was controlling an RC car rather than actually controlling the car.
I've heard the sixth one's not very good.
So the other games that I had thought about while I was trying to remember this one was, the first one is God of War, the new one on the PS4. I thought I was gonna really like that one. Did not end up liking it at all. It's too much RPG for me. And then Skyrim, honestly, is probably one of my bigger ones, because I've bought that game multiple times thinking I was gonna like it, but I don't end up finishing it or play more than 6 hours of it.
Man, it's really hard to think of games that I didn't think I wouldn't like, but I do like, because usually I buy games I look at and say that game I'd play, but it's really hard.
Yeah, this was my
maybe
bad.
if I tried
some of these, I should have texted out and had you guys think of them all week.
Sometimes there's a demo of a game where I'm like, oh, this game looks like crap. Let's play. And it's like, oh, this is actually kind of fun. But
I thought someone was gonna say Death Stranding.
I thought so too.
Yeah.
When Thane said I thought he was gonna say Death Stranding.
I honestly thought he was gonna say.
Or I thought he was
gonna
say Destiny as well. I thought he was gonna say Destiny.
Really?
For me, Destiny was kind of a letdown. I never played it.
Okay, so there were several. There's No Man's Sky. I got bored with pretty quick. I still should go download it again, see all the updates, because they've updated the crap out of the game. No Man's Sky, Destiny, I kind of got bored with after a while, because I thought there were gonna be heavy RPG mechanics, but it was so light, and then the shooting.
Destiny.
And the shooting wasn't, but the shooting wasn't very.
See, I wanted Destiny. I wanted Destiny for a
awesome
story, and I didn't get it.
Yeah, and all the stories tucked away on the website. Sorry. And another, Death Stranding. I thought I would blow through that game, but
you haven't even beat it, have you?
Yeah, no, it's very slow. Maybe one day I'll beat it, but it's just so slow to play. And the thing is, Kojima said, this game is gonna be for people who like games like The Division, and another game he said, and it comes out, it's there's no action in this game at all.
Because it was the first Strand type game.
Dude, I think that game would have done better as a movie. It had Norman freaking Reedus.
Everyone says Kojima should just direct movies, but I'm pretty sure he's gonna say no.
But dude, it's got such a cool concept. It's just how you go about doing it's really lame.
Yeah.
It's really lame.
Yeah, I heard the story.
The delivery boy, you're freaking Shrek on a bike.
Yeah.
Delivery boy.
I heard the game does get a little better after a while, especially when you start getting guns and bosses become more active. But
it's a slow burn.
Yeah, it's a slow burn, very slow burn.
Dang, we still got some more questions.
Yeah, we got 3 more. These are the last 3. Unless Zay, did you think of anything you wanted to say for the game you didn't think, or game
Letdowns
letdown?
and you ended up liking.
He said Assassin's Creed he liked. Was there a letdown?
I thought that one, the letdown. I don't know. I
also was
don't
gonna
really go
say-
into games with like huge expectations.
Yeah.
I've never had one like that in a while. Maybe like a Call of Duty game.
That's exactly what I was gonna say.
Maybe
You know,
something
I
like
will say
that,
Call of Duty
but-
games after Black Ops 2.
You
in
know,
my
I will
opinion, were
say,
eh.
I did like the when I played the Modern Warfare beta, I did like it a bit, but I'm thinking I don't know how much I'll play out if I buy this, so I never did buy
Just
it.
wait till
I'll
it comes
say
on sale.
For Call of
Yeah.
Duty, I'll say the Black Ops 4 Battle Royale. Played the beta. Me and my friends played a crap ton of the beta. We won like 15 matches.
the blackout thing looked cool.
We got the actual game, and we did not win like one within like the first week. Like it was
Yeah.
just completely different. They changed so many different things
Oh,
from
really?
the beta. Yeah,
Mm.
like the bullet drop, like the damage, the
Mhm.
different guns doing different like. It's
See,
completely
that
new
sucks.
game.
It just
That
changes
sucked,
the
yeah.
whole
Yeah.
game for you. It's like
Kind of ruined it.
you get excited for a different, like completely different game, I guess, at that point.
So the last 3 questions we got to go quick because we're
Yeah.
over. But
Yeah.
so, what game did you last complete? What game are you currently playing? And what game are you looking forward to play next?
Okay, the last game I completed was Okami. Like completed 100% was Okami.
No, not
Oh,
100%. just the
Just
last
story
game you
mode.
beat.
Oh,
I guess
completed.
story
Oh.
mode's still complete, 100%,
Yeah.
right? In a
Yeah.
way.
Well, I just
Yeah,
kind of
just
Devil May Cry.
completing it.
That's
Yeah.
that's one. Devil May Cry 5.
You just beat it?
Yeah. But if we're counting like replays, I recently beat Resident Evil 2 the 4th time. So
No, just the game you last beat. As
Yeah,
of this moment right now was the last game you beat.
Devil May Cry 5.
So what
Yeah.
is there a game you're currently playing right now?
Yeah, like No More Heroes. I was playing, but I'm
Yeah, he's got
probably gonna
80.
jump back
He's got
into Bloodborne. Yeah.
Okay, and what game are you looking forward to playing next? Or
Ooh.
what game do you want to play next? Same
Doom
question.
Eternal.
Respect.
Yes.
So mine, what game did you last complete? I beat Bloodborne on the PlayStation 4. What game are you currently playing? I don't currently have a solo one I'm playing, but Cole and I are doing a Let's Play of Halo Reach, so I guess you can count that.
Oh yeah.
What game do you want to play next? I want to play Super Mario Odyssey when I get my Switch. When I get a Switch. That's the game I'm looking forward to.
Last game I beat was Spider-Man PS4. I'm currently playing Pokemon Ranger, and I'm kind of playing Horizon Zero Dawn. I may never go back to that game. I wasn't jiving with that too much, to be honest. I think it was okay. Combo was okay, but it was weird. Next game I'm excited for is Persona 5R.
What do you say?
Last game, Resident Evil 2 Remastered.
And you can check that out.
Let's go.
Here,
Yeah.
just click down on our YouTube channel. We got a little circle down there. We're down there somewhere.
The red button helps too.
Yeah, subscribe.
One I'm currently doing right now,
Yeah.
GTA. I'm almost done with the story.
Respect.
And then
One you're looking forward to.
one I'm looking forward to, the next one I'd like to do, honestly, is either
Intruder.
Red Dead 2 or Far Cry. One of those two.
Yeah.
You
That's
know,
something I'd like to do next.
I bet you'd probably like Cyberpunk. I don't know much about it yet either, but I feel
Mhm.
like it'd be up
Well, they
your alley.
released a ton of it. Just go watch like
Yeah.
the 40-minute
'Cause it's-
gameplay demos.
It kind of feels. I kind of think it's gonna be like a first-person GTA, but set in the future. It's kind of
Yeah.
what it looks
and you
like
make
it's gonna be.
and it's
See, that sounds
RPGs and you
cool.
make
Yeah.
choices, kind of like a Mass Effect game. And yeah, you can screw people over. You can ally with people.
Keanu Reeves is in it,
Yeah,
bro.
Keanu Reeves is in
gosh.
it.
What you mean, John Wickle?
Oh yeah, excuse
Yeah.
me, John Wick.
Don't kill his
the
dog.
guy in SPF 18.
Yeah.
Well, gamers, thanks for tuning in to this week's episode. It was a longer one, Thick. I hope you enjoyed it. And Boober and Sayman, everyone that asks for longer minutes. You got it. What do we get, Thane? 1:30? Do we get a half hour?
No, we got 1:17.
We did it.
All right. Well, and now it's 1:18. All right. Well, thank you
Do a
all
Fortnite
for
dance,
watching.
Guys, if you enjoy this,
Yeah.
subscribe.
Yeah.
Dane.
Socials down in the
Sync.
description.
Consider hitting
Perfect.
that like button on
Yeah,
the
and the
video.
bell.
Comments help us.
Subscribe
Thanks.
and the
If
bell.
you didn't
Yes.
like it, dislike it.
Guys, if you
Just do
find
something, please.
funny moments throughout the podcast that you like, timestamp it for other people or for us, so we can go back and get clips.
Count how many count all my bulge shots.
Oh, share with your friends how I predicted the future.
You seriously?
yeah.
Yeah.
I've been telling everybody
So-
that.
Yeah, last podcast we did predictions. I made a joke prediction. These guys made real predictions. Say it was the right
Say
one.
literally,
And
you
they
can't
was the
get
right
more.
one.
And if
They can't get more right.
and if anyone calls us out or thinks we're lying, they have
Go-
no reason to lie. It doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
Go
Who
watch
cares?
the podcast.
Screw
Go
the
look-
haters.
Score.
We know what happened.
Yeah.
We were here
Lines up.
for it.
Yeah. I know what happened. We all know what happened.
Guys, thanks for watching. We love you. I hope you enjoy this outro music that Zay and I made like a couple months ago.
Talk to us in
Send
Discord.
nudes.
Talk to
Yeah.
us in the Discord. Let
Nudes,
us know what
love
you
you all.
want to see us play, and we'll play it.
Keep
We've-
it
Wait, before you end, Cole, we got to talk about the Let's Plays we got on the channel going real quick.
Halo Reach and Doom are playing on the channel.
Cole also recently released a project he's been working on for like 3 years called Gameception.
Baby.
Really good first episode.
is cool,
You
dude.
guys should go look it up. Cole,
I'm-
if you can remember, you should put the link in the description of Gameception.
Okay.
I'm working
Make that
on
the
a
top
show,
link.
too.
The top link. Yeah, no spoilers, okay?
Yeah.
Keep them in the dark.
They totally spoiled yours.
I know he did.
And then for
Sorry.
some odd reason, Sky just wants to play through a complete game on stream, so we're gonna do it.
Yes,
Yeah.
we're going to beat Mario Galaxy on stream. We're one stream away
He's
from beating
obsessed
boy.
with it.
I don't think we're one stream away.
Maybe 2.
Anyway, guys.
I think we can do it. If we don't, if
Stay
we
tuned for
encourage
Mario
each other, guys.
Galaxy.
If we encourage each other, we can do it.
Hey, we
Follow us
beat
at
the Bowser. We beat the
twitch.tv.
last boss.
If you want to see us beat Mario
radkatz.
Galaxy on stream, post a recipe of some food in the comment section
Teach
Give
us how
us
to
your
cook.
best banana bread recipe.
or cookie recipe.
And
Yeah.
remember, keep it Thane's bulge.
Yeah. Last thing. I want you
I
guys
got
to
one
meme Thane's bulge, okay? Come up with a cool name for it.
No.
Or send us a screenshot of you putting something over it, something nice.
Yeah, blur it out
It's
for
just
us.
Thane's head, dude.
Anyway, keep it rad,
Keep it
everybody.
rad,
Thanks, everybody.